Are you watching? Because something just sent shivers down the spines of Western leaders. With this one move, Putin could literally shift power overnight, and there are warning signs popping up all over that crap is about to hit the fan in a big way. Don't be distracted by Christmas. You need to be paying attention because, in fact, the World Economic Forum is now issuing a major warning for the United States.
History is truly at a turning point.
Yes, Klaus Schwab's WEF is warning the U.S. is in for a major recession. I've got a lot of important developments to get to and some stunning data to show you on this show. And much of it concerns you and your family, protecting yourselves against what's about to unfold. But first, something sent shivers down the spines of Western markets late this week. And frankly, it's all anyone is talking about who watches these things very closely. Here's Austrian economist Lawrence Leppard. All of the pieces are in place, he says. The system is so close to blowing a gasket. When it does, the global print-a-thon is going to change the world as we know it. You will either be in a position or you won't. Grab a chair before the music stops. Ouch. So as an example, it all started with a note from Credit Suisse contributor Zoltan Pozsar. Now, Pozsar, you'll recall, has been sounding the alarm about collapse of Western money structures that were put in place after World War II, better known as Bretton Woods. Now, he says the countries that have gold, oil, and other commodities will lead the world going forward. And we've been sounding this alarm on this show for quite a while. But I'm not going to focus on that today because you're a smart audience, and we've been telling you this for months. If you're one of our 1.5 million subscribers on our channel, then you are already prepared for this. Instead, Pozsar late this week issued a stunning alert about Putin, and his message has now gone viral. If Putin decides to flip the switch on the Western price cap on its oil by only accepting gold for oil, we would see the price of gold skyrocket to $3,600 an ounce. Basically saying, fine, hey, you want to put a price cap on our oil at $60? Fine. We just won't use dollars anymore. We will use gold. Now, Pozsar says this is not improbable at all. And then gold to double to $3,600 an ounce because of Putin's price move. Here's a Twitter take from David Brady that nails it. Gold to soar, crush Western banks when Putin unveils petro-gold. Russia's decision to link gold to oil could bring gold back as a settlement medium and increase its intrinsic value sharply. Banks active in the paper gold market would face a liquidity shortfall. Basically, if you don't have gold, you're screwed. In other words, financial Armageddon. Their only solution is to print money they don't have, and this would mean collapse. Or as Clem Chambers put it, an almighty crash. Watch.
I mean, nothing's going right. Even Warren Buffett's losing money. I mean, Warren Buffett is losing money. I mean, come on. And I think what we're in now is potentially an oncoming storm. There will be an almighty crash.
So in this scenario, Russia's President Vladimir Putin responds to the recently introduced $60 a barrel of oil price cap by asking for a gram of gold for 2 barrels of crude oil. He writes that Russia won't produce more oil, but would ensure that there is enough demand that production doesn't get shut down. It would also ensure that more oil goes to Europe than to the United States through India. And most importantly, gold going from $1,800 to close to $3,600 would increase the value of Russia's gold reserves and its gold output at home and in a range of countries in Africa, Pozsar describes. So, at current market prices, the cap of $60 per barrel for Russian oil equals the price of a gram of gold. Now, Pozsar said what eventually happens here is the United States pegs Russian export at this price, and Russia, in return, pegs it at a gram of gold. And this would come at a time when the United States is working to refill its strategic reserves with cheap petroleum. See, what's important here is that the Biden administration has drained the strategic oil reserves in the United States. And the only way to get it back is by purchasing cheap Russian oil. And then Putin says, sorry, we're only accepting gold now. Boom. Putin says, sure, you want a price cap at this price? We'll accept it if you pay for it in gold. Now, Biden has depleted the strategic petroleum reserves. We're now at a 4-decade low of oil in those reserves. But the bigger problem for these banks is that if the world shifts towards gold-backed currencies, they are not prepared for it. The Western banks are living in a fantasy world right now of fake printed money as Russia, China, and India move towards a currency that is backed by gold. Now, a couple of other big news stories around this coming collapse that I want to draw your attention to. So we had news this weekend that they're coming for Putin's gold. If you needed any more evidence that the NATO war against Russia is nothing more than an economic war to protect a failing US dollar hegemony, look at this. NATO actively trying to steal Putin's gold because they know what's coming. CNN headline: in the new US defense bill is a provision takes aim at Russia's pot of gold. Now, the legislative text of the National Defense Authorization Bill for fiscal year 2023 includes language from a bipartisan bill introduced back in March that would make it harder for Russian President Putin to use gold to prop up the ruble. They say if passed, this defense bill would directly sanction any American entities that knowingly transact with or transport gold from Russia's central bank holdings. But what if Russia only accepts gold for oil? Then everything changes. Listen to Senator Angus King. He told CNN, quote, Russia's massive gold supply is one of the few remaining assets that Putin can tap to bankroll his country's violent, bloody expansionism. By sanctioning these reserves, we can further isolate Russia from the world's economy and increase the difficulty of Putin's increasingly costly military campaign. See, it's not about the military or the war. It's about the money. It always has been. Putin has gold built up to $127 billion of reserves. That's why the world's central banks are suddenly buying up as much gold as they can. As former Fed Chair Alan Greenspan notes, fiat currency can't even touch gold. Watch.
Gold is a currency. It is still, by all evidences, the premier currency where no fiat currency, including the dollar, can match it.
So they tell us publicly that they don't want currencies backed by gold, but they are liars. As former Fed Chair Alan Greenspan points out, all of these central banks are buying up gold and they're sitting on it.
Well, you know what's interesting is gold is still significant. I ask myself if it's a relic of a long history, why is there $1 trillion held in gold by the world's central banks, plus the IMF and all of the other financial institutions? If it's worthless and meaningless, why is everybody still holding it?
He's right. Not only are they sitting on gold, but they're actively buying as much of it as they can. Just look at the central banks around the world stockpiling gold. And gold producers are working overtime to bring as much of it as they can to market right now, if they can find it. Now, the central bankers are panicking, and Klaus Schwab's World Economic Forum just issued this alert. Yes, the WEF. Here's their headline: U.S. banks brace for a recession. Isn't it kind of ironic, actually? The WEF policies basically got us into this mess, and they issue a report saying we're screwed. So here's what they actually say in this report. The biggest U.S. banks are bracing for a worsening economy next year as inflation threatens consumer demand. J.P. Morgan Chief Executive Jamie Dimon told CNBC that consumers and companies are in good shape, but said that many may not last much longer as the economy slows down and inflation erodes consumer spending power. Yeah, when people are paying triple to heat their homes, and 1 in 4 millennials are now giving up their apartments because they can't afford it, they're moving back in with their parents. Yeah, that's happening. Then another big piece of news from this weekend, the largest investment manager, BlackRock, out with a new warning. BlackRock prepares for a recession unlike any other, and what worked before won't work now, reads the headline. Now, according to BlackRock, the global economy has entered a phase of elevated volatility, writes Zero Hedge, and that a recession is imminent due to central banks aggressively boosting borrowing costs to tame inflation. Their actions, according to a team of BlackRock strategists, will ignite more market turbulence than ever before. So, it's incredibly important right now to protect your family. The warning signs are there, guys. You know, if you are a subscriber to my channel, you know this. I've been beating this drum. Please protect your family. The data doesn't lie right now. So that's the news update part of this video. Now I want to tell you about today's sponsor for this video, which is tied directly to this gold demand that we are seeing. This company is amazing. You're going to want to pay attention to this. They are about to make significant waves in the gold space. Let me show you some astonishing details about this company called Zacatecas. Now, when this baby hits 88 miles an hour, you're going to see some serious shit. You might not even heard of this company. You might never have heard of this company, but you're about to. The share price of this stock today is only 53 cents a share. So very SHTF. Again, the same executive discovery in one of their mines in Mexico. So listen to this. The company's and they're waiting and sitting on their shares, waiting for this of Zacatecas and stay exposed to the upside. They didn't just want cash. They want to be invested in it. And as they start to extract gold from this project, they want to reap the rewards of a, skyrocketing share price. So Alamos is the largest shareholder of the company. Another huge shareholder is mining genius Eric Sprott. Now, if you've been watching this channel for any length of time, you know all about who keeps buying up as many shares of his own company as he can. So again, I'm incredibly bullish on these junior gold producers who have this incredible track. And then on the right side of the screen is the OTD Ameritrade or E-Trade in order to trade this stock. So I'll have links in the description below for you to go out and do your own due diligence. Go to their website, dive into their latest gold reports and their projects, go through their public filings and data. This is a company I'm watching very closely. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel right here, and we'll see you again next time. Go to their website, dive into their latest gold reports and their projects.
Everything is on.
Go through their public filings and data.
Yeah.
This is a company I'm watching very closely.
That video a little
Don't
bit
forget to
better,
subscribe to the
like.
channel right here, and we'll see you
Find
again
out here in a
next time.
second.
Go to their website, dive into their latest gold report.
There we go.
Their public filings and data.
Yeah.
This is a company I'm watching.
Yeah, it just keeps playing. If it keeps doing it, they're YouTubers. Let me know. I might have to do something drastic that I don't want to, but it is what it is. Let's see here. What do we have? Let's go ahead and make that text bigger on the old TikTok. I definitely will miss that. Good morning, Anna Slot. Enviro Mama, good to see you. Good to see you. Hopefully everything is going better for you. Haven't heard from you in a while, but you're it's a little cheesy, but you're in our thoughts. Let's see here. I have nobody on the clapper. Oh, I've got the clap. One. There we go. One clapper. Make sure you check in, clapper. What do we got here? I think we're good there on the Enviro side. TikTok people, check in. Say hi. Good morning. All that so we can build a relationship here. Let me, while you're doing that, let me talk to the old YouTube fam. What do we got here? Bradley Collins first. Let's see. Tina, good morning. Liked, unliked, reliked. Yes, definitely. You definitely have to do that. Otherwise, the algorithm won't know that we were here. Connie says, good morning, Chris, Miss Melody, RC, Debbie, Window Liquor, Melody, Catitude, Bob's here. Star, good morning from Toronto. What do we got here? We got Thomas Afson. Where are we at here? Hicktown Honey's here. Jill DeBon, Blaine, Viking Queen, Todd Rosenthal. Nice check-ins, guys. I love it. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got slipping over here on the old TikTok side? We got two people on the clapper side. Go ahead and check in, guys. That means say good morning. What do we got here? Man, a buttload here in the TikToks. It's going to be a shame to get rid of TikTok. We got Anna. We got Enviro Mama. We got Allo Bobcat. Jeff No Thanks. Coolness. We've got Deb Slater, good morning from Iowa. Lucy, good morning. Got Boy Scout, West Virginia Pappy. Camera Gray, good morning from Austin. There you go. A lot of people from Texas. What do we got here? Latin Stallion, good morning, my friend. Hick Jr., good morning. And Logan and Southern Farm Girl. I like that. Why are you getting rid of your TikTok? I missed it. Because TikTok won't allow me to say the things that I want to say, and I'm also currently have Clapper, TikTok, and YouTube right now, and it's a pain in the ass. So take your asses over to the YouTube channel, because as of January 1st, I will no longer be doing lives on TikTok. Texas Panhandle, gotcha. Northeast Tennessee here. Good to see you. Southern Farm Girl. There we go. West Virginia Pappy is omnipresent. Tracy just showed up. Good morning, Tracy. Let's see. What the frackin'? What is Clapper? Clapper is it's very similar to TikTok, but it is, you can pretty much say whatever you want to say there, is what I've been told. Either way, I'm tired of formats. Man, do I need a haircut? Is that really that bad? I'm tired of formats that say that everything's fine, come talk here. And then when you show up, they say, don't say what you want to say. So, yeah, I'm just a little tired. I want all my TikTokers to go over to YouTube. Just slip on over to YouTube. I don't want to hear how much you hate it. I don't want to hear how much easier it is. It's all the same. It's all exactly the same. Let's see. Clapper is for conservatives to spread misinformation. That was an early one. Damn. I mean, it was like 1 minute into it, and we already got a troll. See you later, troll. That's right. Change your screen, Bubba. If you want to stick around and learn something, feel free. But if not, shoo, you know where to go. Let's see, what do we got going on? I need some more coffee. I need coffee. Of course, I got my coffee. My pot of coffee right here. There we go. So today is not free form. I got a couple subjects I want to talk about. It's actually pretty, I just had an epiphany, guys. So we just had that troll pop in there, right? Hey, good morning, Carla. We just had that troll pop in there. Angela, good to see you. And it just made me think how much TikTok has turned into the old Twitter. It's absolutely amazing. Just like that. Just I'm just gonna regurgitate all of the crazy left-wing talking points. I'm not even gonna find out like anything that's on the screen or what people are talking about. I'm just gonna come in here and just start spewing the foolishness. And it's here it's funny because I know that there are left-leaning preppers out there. And I know that they're logical enough, the ones that are in my following, they're logical enough to put those foolish things aside because as I've been telling my kids, every one of my kids got the same speech. The world doesn't care about you. And they just don't understand that. So, let's see here. Roger says, I heard Elon Musk is going to try and buy TikTok. No, he's not. He's already got too much work going on, man. He's not going to buy TikTok. And that the government will just get involved and say that he's got like a monopoly of some sorts. It's full. Let's see. NC says, I never met misinformation, but I think she's a red-headed librarian. Those are the hottest kind, man. Come on. Anywho, but the smart ones know how to put things to the side, and I've got this video that I'm working on. Just this last month, 60 Minutes did a piece on preppers and how the rise of preparedness, and I stumbled across it because I don't watch 60 Minutes, but I stumbled across it because I was researching the increase in preparedness nationwide, and there are some statistics out there that are pretty high, and that is another video that I'm working on. And it's just mind-blowing that some of the same people that 2 years ago were screaming bloody murder over the dumbest things are now realizing that some of the things that are happening in the world that they have worked so hard to create are the same things that threaten them, their families, their livelihoods, their rights as American citizens. And it's kind of like that whole self-prophecy thing, I want to laugh at him, but it just saddens me too much to think that these people have to learn those simple lessons the hard way. So, JK, I don't care. Space Buckets. Do you need attention, Space Bucket? Hold on, let me answer your question. Space Bucket asked, what's in 19 days? So on the TikTok and on the Clapper sides, the title of the stream is not live, the morning brief, and then the date, right? It's kind of like the adult on the YouTube. They get the adult thing, right? And then on the TikTok and the Clapper, they get what did I call this? It's over in 19 days or something like that. At night, like Discord just disconnected and then reconnected. I'm not sure why it did that. Let's see. Tim Rosendahl. Okay, cool. Hey, nice to meet you, Tim. JDM, good morning, young lady. How we doing? Let's see here. Damn, RC, what did you say? You erased that. I saw that. Let's see here. And then Dan, cool. I found you on YouTube. Nice, Dale. Or Dale, I'm sorry. Nice. YouTube did too, I think. No, that was my that's a hiccup in my streaming software. It's called OBS, and it does that. I don't know why. Okay, what do we got here? Penny Lane, nice to meet you. Shelby Jack, good seeing you. Boy Scout, you're over. You got the clap too, man. I mean, it happens. Let's see here. Oh, see, and that's just it. That's why I have the clapper of. I have the clapper running, just to do it. But and I hate to even start to even build a presence over here on the live streams because on January 1st it's all over with. My last live stream will be. Let me check what date will that be. That will actually fall on Friday the 30th. Friday the 30th. So it's less than 19 days. So it's actually like 17 days. Rusty Heidelbrand. Why? Because you can't say the things that you need to say on TikTok, and there's a couple other reasons which I will actually disclose on Friday the 30th. So yeah, I guess it's not a teaser. There's a little method to the madness, but the bottom line is get your ass over to my YouTube channel. It's not hard to find. If you go to the link in my bio, there's actually a thing that's there. It says Local Preppers YouTube channel. Go there, like, subscribe, hit the bell. Make sure you get all those notifications. There's no excuse not to use YouTube. None whatsoever. Let's see, what do we got here? We've got a few people in there. Okay, good. Clapper's got 6 people in there. I love it. I like the little finger thing. That little thing there. And I found out that's money. West Virginia or West Virginia guy. Your name's not on the screen, so I don't remember it. West Virginia Pappy, maybe. But no, yeah, you guys actually gave me like 62 cents the last time I did a live stream. Fine, I'll go find you on YouTube. What the frackin' says. Gotcha. Just make sure if you create an account, use your same screen name so I can remember who the hell you are. There we go. Okay, so we've got as many people as we're going to get on basically all of the platforms, I think. So let's go ahead and kick it off. Good morning, and thank you all for showing up. I appreciate your time as much as I hope you appreciate mine. There's a couple of things. First, where are we at here? That's not it. Let me get my screens right here. This is not right. There we go. That's Reuters. This is Newsweek. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and it's doing stuff. So, Window Licker said something during the preload. If you guys don't know what that is, how do you know the world is going to shit? Mercedes, would you do me a favor and take what are the words that I'm looking for? Take your head out of your ass. And yes, I changed your screen because nobody who's a prepper asks those questions. Preppers are genuinely situationally aware of how do you know the world is going to... You don't even have the gumption to type it. Take your head out of your ass. Move beyond your small little world. And then you'll be able to see... Turn off the MSNBC. Turn off the CNN. Turn off the Orange Man Bad. Okay? And... yeah, maybe do some of that. Oh, let's see here. Okay, so as I was saying, Window Licker asked this morning during the pre-build, which is like I actually play a video that I think is of significance, or may have something to do with what we're going to talk about that day. Generally speaking, it's so that you don't, like, you get to watch and listen to something before I pop in. So it's not just like, hey, here I am, you know. Found you on YouTube and subscribe. Thank you very much, Rusty Heidelbrand. Gotcha. And I saw you in there. There you go. No, I didn't. Something. What ends in 19 days? I will no longer be live streaming on TikTok. What's the deal with December 13th tomorrow? Some kind of monetary reset. I haven't heard anything about that, Blue Tune. I haven't heard anything about that. All right, let me get back to what Window Licker asked during the pre-build. He asked about the diesel shortages. And it's kind of like, whatever happened to that? Yeah. Well, the problem is what they were doing is they were basing, and I can change the screen here for my YouTube people. Let me switch that up for you guys. What they did, and this is this is from the 6th, and I'm probably going to get that, and I'm going to close that because that's distracting. U.S. diesel stocks continue to increase after an October report from the Energy Information Administration saying the country had 25.4 days of distillate fuel left in storage. What has happened is it wasn't about the diesel shortage. It was about the ability to produce diesel. Okay. And it almost got us. And what has happened is that they were able to increase the level of distillate that they can ship to the factories. How did they do that? They got it out of Europe. They got as much of the distillate out of Europe as they could possibly do without making things noticeable. And what they've done is it's like they're balancing things. The problem is that it only takes one little problem, like maybe a pipeline that has stopped working. Yeah, XL. And thank God there's 2 technical pipelines or pipes, and so we're operating at a reduced capacity right now as they try to fix it. It's something like 600,000 gallons. They're calling it the largest, the United States' largest polluting pipeline leak on land ever. The news is not covering it. Barely even Fox is covering it. But yes, it did happen. There's plenty of videos and pictures. And the issue is going to be in the next several days, there will be a like, oh shit, we don't have enough of this. And it's like the Slinky effect, you know, it's you've got it, no, you got it. And we're going to run into that until those Slinky gaps finally catch up to each other and everything goes, brrr. No, we're not dead. It's just a good solid line. Let's see here. Our oil company said a few times there was no oil at the depot. They pick up at the supply is limited. Yes, Enviromama, absolutely true. And like I said, it's all about the ability to produce the diesel. They need the distillate to produce the diesel. So that's actually what happened. Catitude's off to work. Have fun. I drive diesel pickup truck. The fuel is still up over $5 per gallon, while regular gasoline. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Window Licker. That's what it comes down to. There's actually a where are we at here? There was actually a quote inside here that talked to that specifically. In a press release, the agency said that the diesel prices will remain higher than $5 a gallon for the remainder of 2022, and bills from homes that use heating oil will increase by 45% this winter compared with those the same time in 2021. So yes, the cost of that diesel, we need it, so the price is going to be higher. How do I explain this? The price of gasoline has gone down, not because we're super cool or because we are making gasoline at the cyclic rate. It has gone down because people can't afford to buy food and they're limiting their trips into town, so they're driving less. So that actually drives the price of gasoline down because lots of gasoline got made and it's sitting places, and the gas stations aren't going, hey Joe, come fill it up, as much as they would normally do, and that drives the price down. You see what I'm saying? Whereas diesel has the exact opposite. We need it. We're using it constantly. There is no that old Slinky effect. It's got to get back to the straight line at some point. It's not getting there, and it's gonna Diesel's going to stay over 5 for a long time, probably a couple of years. Let's see here. Sweetness says, is there a government shutdown on Friday? Or how will it affect us? Generally, it doesn't affect us for a long period of time because government shuts down in increments. They actually have shutdown protocols. Excuse me. The government actually has shutdown protocols where they'll shut down. Okay, shut down. Stop doing all of this. And then as things go on, stop doing all. And then it just incrementally goes down to a full shutdown. I've actually worked in the government when it has happened. And it literally went from stop using your government vehicles. No, it was only fill up once a week. And then it was stop using your government vehicles. Then it was stop using the government phones, which was kind of like part of the job. And then it was, can you go to your house and do the work from your house and use your privately owned vehicle just to keep the mission going, you know? Diesel is $4.25 in the county here. Nice. That's great, Addison. That's great. Let's see here. Planner and the Carolinas that got shut up. No, I don't have any news on that, Blue Tune. That's, you know, unfortunately, that's under federal investigation, so that is going to be something that we won't know anything about until the feds have decided that they want to take a victory lap and say, we got them, guys. So that will they'll probably never find that out. They're probably scouring social media accounts, just looking for any lackey to say anything. Is probably what they're doing right now, because I don't think they have anything. Let's see here. Still here. Why? But the diesel shortage is still there. That's why the price is still up. Yes, the need. If there's lots of need, but there's a low supply, then the prices are going to be higher. What we got here? Hey, what's up? What's up, Doomsday? Doomsday, Mr. Jester is here. Mr. Jester. Good for you. Sit down in the corner. Be quiet. But yes, that hopefully that answers your questions. I mean, there's no logic to it unless you understand, you know, the economic theory behind it. But that's why. Proves vulnerability? Yes, absolutely, absolutely. But here's the thing: our infrastructure has always been vulnerable. Has always been vulnerable. You know, there's one of the. So a little history lesson. When Mr. Old Osama bin Laden, when he was on the radar but not really on the radar, his goal, and he publicly stated this, was to make America as dangerous as Afghanistan. He wanted America to feel the same way that it felt to walk down the streets of Afghanistan. Now, I've been in countries where on every corner there's a guy in a green uniform with a submachine gun and lots of bullets and a mask on his face, and you can't even tell who this guy is because he's trying to do his job, but it's too dangerous for people to know who he is. But it's his job to stand on the street corner and react to anything that happens. Yeah, I've been in countries that are that dangerous. So that is their goal. Now, what are we talking about? We're talking about bullet-resistant blankets up on fences. Yeah, there's some talk about that. Some people have seen these things. We're talking about, they haven't really actually said it, but they're talking about like infrastructure police. Out patrolling the power lines and shit like that. We've had attacks on our infrastructure in the past. This is nothing new, but it is probably the most devastating that we've ever seen. So, Jeff, left-leaning free thinker. We're going to test that. We're going to test that, free thinker. I'm just going to call you free thinker because we don't really do politics around here, and the fact that it's in your name is a little alarming. Anywho, go solar at home. In 19 days, I will stop doing live streams on TikTok and Clapper, and we'll only be doing my live streams on YouTube. Let's see here. Does this guy even read the chats? Well, I'm on 3 different platforms simultaneously, you dipstick. Does this guy even read? Do you need some attention, Jester? Is that what this is? Do you need attention? I will call you. I will pick up the phone and I will call you, and we're going to get you some attention. I read the chats as I can, but I have to think. I have to think about what I'm going to say because, yeah. I didn't take my Alpha Brain this morning. No, I'm not a sponsor, but the shit is kick-ass. I forgot to take my Alpha Brain this morning. How about Sniffy Joe trading the basketball player busted for weed trading busted for weed trading? It was for a big-time gun smuggler. Well, it's actually no. She's just a dummy, is what it is. She's one of those. I made it to the big time. I'm a basketball. I'm so famous. I can do whatever I want to do. You little peons, you mean nothing. And the Russian government said, fuck you. This is Russia. And they put her in fucking prison for breaking their laws. You're not going to tell me that at any time during the process of her signing in, I don't know if anybody's internationally traveled before, but you have to provide them with your passport, okay? And you have to sign a declaration stating that you understand that you don't have this, all these things, okay? Before that airline will let you on their damn plane. She knew exactly what she was doing. She tried to play, it's in the vape. It's in my vape pen, so they'll never know. Whatever. I mean, she once again proved that another overly educated, stupid person got caught in the system that they advocate so much for. You know? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? I don't think so. I don't think you're talking to me. There we go. Now my brain will work. Let's see. At 30 years old, she was a stupid, dangerous child, endangering herself and her team. Absolutely true. I currently do live stream on Clapper. Who was that asked that question? I want to say your name. The criminal element. Is that what that is? The criminal element. I do, but as of the 1st, I'm not going to anymore. She advocated for Russian authoritarianism. Authoritarianism? I'm not sure. I think. Oh man, the trolls are in here hard this morning, guys. Another reason to leave TikTok. Change that screen. Pew pew. Stick around, you might learn something. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, she got caught. Oh well. She's lucky as sin. All right, let's see. Wondered if she kneeled for the Russian anthem. I don't know. I'm not going down that one right there. Let's see. Okay, so we talked about that. I think the next thing that I want to talk about is excuse me, the upcoming food shortages, which are going to be super awesome. Everybody's going to love it. It's going to be so great when all the food is running out, and oh my goodness, it's going to be super awesome. It's going to be great for America and the world, and yeah, it's going to be super duper. It's going to be super duper. And you know it's going to be a problem when today an article was posted on Yahoo News, 5 food shortages that will impact your wallet this holiday season. And you know, it's like, got nothing to do with the holiday, got nothing to do with your wallet. It's the 5 shortages. Oh, food shortages that will impact. Let's just do that. Let's just hide that. Food shortages that will impact you and your family and your loved ones and everybody around you. Oh, it's worse than that. You trade like a girl? Oh, I love that. That's freaking awesome. Welcome to the stream. I didn't see you over in TikTok, so I guess you came over here with a different. I guess you came over here with a different name. You keep telling I keep telling people, get it now because next year cost of food will rise another 20% beginning of the year. It is absolutely insane. Insane. Everybody all the crazy people are trying to have a conversation with me on TikTok right now. It's absolutely hilarious. These people that think that they're just going to jump in and start. Too funny. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Almost Famous. I took care of Rusty. No, I didn't. Let's see here. Wonder if she's kneeling for Russia. No, I didn't, because that's really nothing wrong. I think that that's just what was said is all it was. Okay, so, and here's the thing. You got to take it. I'm not crazy. Laugh out loud. I get you. I hear you. Here's the thing. You got to take everything with a grain of salt. If you what food wine short? What food wine short? I'm not going to say that 3 times in a row because there's a problem with that, I think. Let's see here. So, what we got? What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Oh, what's the number one thing, guys? Pew pew. Wheat. Gee, why? Oh, let's find out. The war in Ukraine has left many stores struggling to keep wheat flour on the shelves ahead of the holidays. Right. It's too funny. Last week, NASA, NOAA, satellite imagery showed all the wheat's available. It's all sitting on the ground there in old Ukraine. You're telling me it can't be moved in other ways? Yeah, whatever. Let's see here. Cornflakes are $8 a box. Cheryl stopped eating cornflakes. Let's see. India, the world's second largest wheat producer, has banned international export of wheat due to record heat waves and the ongoing. Oh, we got to talk about it. It's Yahoo, so we got to say if you don't put the word Ukraine in at least 3 of the sentences in a 3-sentence paragraph, then you didn't say it right. So I did at that point. I could see. Oh, Cheryl's like, I'm just gonna, on the list. Cornflakes. Fuck you. All right, here we go. So, the old wheat problem is a wheat problem. Why is a wheat problem a problem? Because we couldn't use fertilizer. Because they're banning. Because what is it? I think it's Sweden. I think is trying to close over 3,000 farms because they won't comply with their Go Green agenda. Yeah. Let's see. I know, right? Vanilla. Vanilla says, you're right. The U.S. doesn't even import any wheat from the Ukraine. Yeah. Facts matter. All right. So, we're going to have a wheat problem, guys. So you should be buying your wheat problems. But they're not talking about this. I think they'll talk about the other one. Put a note right here to make sure I talk about this, just in case these organizations don't tell us the truth. Oh, lettuce. The price of romaine and iceberg lettuce have jumped nearly 400% since 2019. Nice. Chains like Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A, Subway, and Panera have warned customers of a lettuce shortage, and this key ingredient may be unavailable at certain locations. Parade noted, oh God, Parade, Jesus Christ. Anyway, the Wacko Nut leading article written by somebody noted that while some restaurants are reworking dishes, others are asking customers to pay surcharges for leafy greens. Isn't that special? Oh. Okay, so what do we need to know about number 3, Mr. Lettuce? It's simple. We have an agricultural problem. Oh, I need more coffee. We have an agricultural problem in the United States in that our crops didn't do super great this year, and they're not expected to do super great next year because we can't use nitrogen as much as we'd want to, thank you, government, to grow the food that we need. It's all about the 40%, guys. If you don't know that number, you need to look it up. It is systemic. $12 a bunch for romaine here. I believe it, Mama Shield. Mama Shell. I believe it. What do we got here? Let's see. Let me doomsday. Nothing. There's nothing on the clapper. So blah, I'm going to close this. There's stuff on my screen I don't like. All right, what do we got here? Morning, Trevor. Trevor Simon's popped in. They will learn. It's also because of Netherlands not being able to produce, the lack of nitrogen, and they pushed all the farmers out of the job. Yep, that's exactly what we're talking about. And you're right, it wasn't Sweden, it was Netherlands, that article that I was reading about. Hicktown Honey's laughing because she's allergic to wheat. She's like, I'll survive, I don't need any wheat. Let's see. Oh, you are out of bed now. We're Jay Harms, that's new. Went shopping, $36 for a bag of chicken breast, $6.50 for a bunch of ranch, and now $14 for 2 pounds of butter. Yup. And the next item on the list, butter. Learn to make butter, guys. It's not hard. I've made videos about it. I make whipped butter because I like whipped butter. It's easy. It's super easy to make butter. Stop paying for butter. There's a million videos on YouTube on how to make butter. There's even a few on TikTok. Let's see. According to data from the United States Department of Agriculture, the amount of butter in U.S. storage facilities fell 10% month over month. So every month, there was a 10% shortage of butter in the storage facilities. It's down 22% compared to the same time a year ago. The New York Post reported Better Homes and Gardens, very reputable, also reported that the price of the essential baking ingredient rose 24.6 year over year in August, and by September, the national average price of butter is $4.72 per pound, up $3.67 in January. Woohoo! They could stop this country by eliminating coffee. Buy green coffee beans. Learn to roast your own beans. It's not hard. Buy them. Store them. You can store them for like a year and no problems whatsoever. Yeah. Let's see here. They had a limit on butter at the store this weekend. That's sacrilege, Window Liquor. That's sacrilege. How did they had a limit on butter during the busiest baking season in the United States. No bueno. Charlie, 19 days. I will be leaving TikTok and Clapper in 19 days. I will no longer do live feeds on TikTok or Clapper. Go to my YouTube channel. Go find it. Link in the bio. You can't miss it. Let's see. That's happening. Look it up. Where are we at here? I need to sign out of the Paris Climate Accord. That would stop all starts at. Okay. That's happening. Look it up. What's happening? What's happening, Audison? We're not. I'm not catching that. I'm not seeing anything else you've said. Oh, now there's a war on butter to go right along with the seasonal straw man war on Christmas. The war on butter, the great war on butter. Most content creators are going back to YouTube. Yeah, and there's a very, very specific reason would work that I cannot reveal. It's not a tactic. It's not a game. You'll know if you watch my live stream on December 30th. You'll know exactly why I'm leaving TikTok. Exactly. Our store used to allow 6 pounds of salted, 6 pounds of unsalted butter. Now it's only 4 pounds if each. Yeah, we're going to have to, I hate to say it, but we have to, why Clapper? Doomsday's asking me why I'm leaving Clapper. Because I don't want, it's a pain in the ass to live stream on all these different platforms simultaneously, because I have to follow the rules for 3 different platforms right now. If it were just my TikTok and YouTube, then it would still be following the rules for 2 different platforms. It's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass. But I don't know how to YouTube. Well, this sounds like a personal problem. You should probably seek counseling. Let's see. Good luck, Dog Ball. Oh, Dog Ball's going to an interview. Nice. Let us know how it works out. Don't be a stranger. Let's see here. Damn, I'm so allergic to dairy. I'm so ahead of this shortage. Let's see here. Back stock of 60 pounds. They banned butter. The South will lead to war. You can say what you want on YouTube versus TikTok. They are, TikTok has become the old Twitter. Absolutely. There are people that are floating around that will do and say things on TikTok that are dangerous. Absolutely dangerous. What you guys don't understand is that whenever the left sees a vacuum, they fill it. Okay? And they turn it into mush and they destroy it, which is what we're finding out now with the old Elon Musk and releasing all this stuff. He's about to go after Fauci. He's already tweeted about it. I think it's game on. I think Fauci's has been able to stay protected by the government, but now the government is going to be like, oh, big dog, you're leaving, so you're on your own. Be careful walking down the street. So, bye, Trevor. Hope to see you again. Allison, hey, Allison, good to see you. Looks like everybody's heading off to work. It's almost 11 o'clock. I do have a video that I want you guys to watch, and that I'm going to, and obviously on TikTok and Clapper, you're going to have to just listen. I'll move things closer to the speaker so you guys can hear a little bit better. AKA, what the fuck, Mike, Mr. Ike, gotcha. I won't remember that, but thank you for telling me that. I truly appreciate that. Don't forget to hit that like, follow, and that little bell. Hit that bell. You got to turn it to notifications. Otherwise, YouTube will never tell you that you're being notified. Oh, let's see. They also have powdered butter. Yep, I've got a bunch of powdered butter. We're good to go. I need some of those butter seeds. What can you say? You broke down trucker. You can say what you want on YouTube versus TikTok. No, it's. I know you guys are pegging. I know you guys are like dying to know the exact reason why I'm leaving TikTok, but I can't do it. I can't tell you that. All right, I can tell you that on the 30th. And we're gonna leave it there. Okay. Let's see here. I need to push a button so that you guys can watch this video. And let's do that now.
We have a credit card disaster. Cue the fire. It is over, and for just about ever, I have been telling you to stop using them. But I understand, because 70% of you in this disaster that we speak of can't even pay for groceries. Also, before I forget, I have a trivia question. How much of your household wealth just disappeared? Take a guess. 1 trillion? 2 trillion? 3 trillion? How about almost 14 trillion just in 2022? So for those of you that are like, bravo, it's really not that bad. Really? This is just the average Joe and Jane, down almost 14 trillion in 2022. Wait till 2023. This is going to be a flustercluck, which I will show you in this video. But we have another guess. Can you guess what percentage of Americans are having trouble paying their grocery bills? Well, I already kind of told you. That would be 50%, then 60%, and now 70%. And then next month, because you've subscribed, will be 80%. But if you did not subscribe, you won't even know. It's that thing, right? Right there. Just it's on your side. You got help a brother out over here who works every single day of his life. For the first time in a decade, I'm sorry, I missed, that would be plural, not singular. First time in decades, the cost of food has become a major issue in America. I'm wondering, do you think the people in charge know about this? Or do you think they were in control of this? You know, when you have all those food plants blowing up simultaneously, more than 2/3 of Americans are having a hard time affording groceries. So what do? Well, you get another job. And then after you get another job and we show full employment, then what do? Well, then you got to put it on the credit card, which you are currently doing. And you drain your savings, which you already did. So if you think credit card bills are bad now, Again, 2023 is going to be just breathtaking. But Americans are having a hard time affording groceries as food costs continue to soar. According to the new data, you ask, how much? Soar. And I say about 500%. Well, that's if you go to Disney World or do anything in life. You have found that prices have skyrocketed in 69. Why is it? It's always 69. Can you guys round up by 1% for me? Huh? Throw me a bone here. So Swiftly reported Wednesday that 70% of shoppers say they're struggling to even pay the grocery bills. And 83% of you guys rely on coupons. Can you please sit down with my wife? But as the article goes on, and they changed it from 69 to 70, thank you very much. 70% of Americans are having trouble paying their grocery bills, but we got the word unfortunately. It's always nice. You got to throw that one in there. Unfortunately, food prices are only going to go a whole lot lower. Oh, nope. Never mind. Skip that. Higher because of global food supplies just keep getting tighter and tighter. And I did do some investigative journalism here. I went there just to check, make sure. The USDA is projecting that the upcoming orange harvest in Florida, I went over there, I didn't see a single one, will be the smallest since 1943. But I will show you what's the biggest. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think in a recession, I'm not going to think Disney's going to do too well. Actually, looks like nothing they're doing well. And congratulations, again, go woke, get broke. You guys won't have all this extra money to spend next year because we will be pretty deep in a recession with no solutions. But you're like, I know the Fed will solve this. No, they won't. Household wealth down by 13.5. Let's just round that trillion on up to 14 trillion in 2022. Right now, you're down 14 trillion. What do you think it'll be like next year? Wait until this housing market, you're experiencing that bubble start to pop. Well, wait till it completely pops. Second worst destruction on record. Oh, hey, look, we broke another record. And here's another record I wish we wouldn't be breaking. This is store credit cards. Can you believe this? 30%. Hit 30% interest rate. Can I offer you a solution? You shouldn't be putting it on the credit card, but I know we're all struggling. I wonder if the government has a solution. No, it'll just make your life, it'll just be to make your life worse. It's always a solution. We got a solution here. Interest rates as consumer balances rise. You guys are at 30%. That is the struggle bus. Now all these people with all these high balances, they're like, well, let's refinance our house, which actually people are doing. Can you believe that? They're refinancing, taking out a HELOC just to cover their credit card debt. Now let me tell you on that one, that's also not going to end well. But bravo, give us a solution. It's the same solution I've had since I've started this channel 100 years ago. Start businesses. I don't care. In a recession, in a stimmy, everything's blow up kind of economy. I don't care what it is. Start a business, trade the stocks, but get in and get out. Because if you don't get out, you could have zero. But Disney's fine. That's been around for forever. Yeah, well, until they file for bankruptcy too. I mean, looking at their balance sheet, not looking so good. Or companies like this, a major car company is going bankrupt. But I thought everyone wanted cars right now. And this is such a popular name, bravo, Carvana, right? It's like basically a vending machine for cars. And just like every company could go kaput. Hasn't that just been crazy how we've gone through this cycle? And it's nice that everyone gets to see deflation, inflation, a boom like no other, like 1929. We still might even retest all-time highs. I know, crazy, right? Everyone wants to front run the Fed. Go ahead, because that downside is going to be a Disney roller coaster. But now you're seeing things like this. Look at this. One, credit cards I got to see in my life where everyone paid them off. Congratulations. Now you have at an all-time high. Credit cards have never been higher than as of right now. And you want to know when they're going to be higher? Next year. Why? U.S. vegetable prices soar nearly 40% as water cuts crunch supply. And do you see that we might have problems with water in the future? Oh, I do. Now, these vegetable prices did not go up because the Fed go burr. No, it's
It's supply, demand, and limited resources, weather, all these kind of things. China locking the people down, which they're still doing. Can you believe that? But the people will push back. And then the governments will push even harder, and then the people will go, oh, never mind. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls in a down market, please be careful. Make money going up, make money going down. It's the same thing that I said a year ago when we were popping above the 200. Now I'm like, oh, we're below it. Right click short, or depending on what platform you're using, right click sell, because money always has to be moving, just like your finger when you click the subscribe or the like button, right? And also take advantage of whatever offer I'm running down below. And I love you guys. Stay free, and I will see you tomorrow.
All right, so yeah, it's going to be interesting, guys. It's going to be really interesting. I know that sounds a little cliche, but there's just no other words to. I mean, literally, if we really wanted to talk about it, they'd be like, we know there's going to be a food problem. That's what it would be like, because at this point, you're either in the know and you are prepared, or you are living in a world that is just going to equal you trying to show up on somebody's doorstep asking for help. Window Licker, he did that purposely. He was talking about Disney. Getting back on point, one of the things that no one has talked about is there's currently, you're going to love this, there's currently a problem with rice. And the problem is that if you don't know anything about rice requires a lot of water to grow. It basically grows in water. And there's an issue with that. There's not a lot of talk about it, but there are some places that are already projecting almost a 50% availability issue for rice going into 2023. I'm personally expecting the economy to start having some very serious problems shortly after, or should I say visible problems, shortly after the Christmas holiday, after everybody's got around the ball. Woohoo! Congratulations! 2023! Your New Year's resolution should be to not die of starvation. So, take the advice. Water, food, security. Those three pillars of survival. They are the three pillars of preparedness. You don't have to care about what you're going to cook it in. You don't have to care. Just have those damn things. You have a roof over your head. Think about those things. Get them. Store them. Be ready. Let's see here. Thomas says, I don't like rice. I don't like rice. Let's see. I think that's going to be about it, guys. We're coming up on that 11 o'clock hour. A little shameless self-promotion. If you are not part of the Patreon, you should be there. Gigantic library, digital library. You can download it. You can do whatever you want with it. Basically 24-hour customer support unless I'm asleep. Let's see here. Access to the inner circle of the digital community that we have. You're about to say, what's this Patreon thing? Go to the link in my bio. Go to the link in the description. Find either support the channel or Patreon. And then give that thing your credit card information. And you will be able to keep my internet on. And that's really about all it pays for. So let's see. Last thing I want to talk about is holiday gifts. At this point, you guys should already have bought all of your Christmas holiday gifts. Maybe think about some things that you might want to Amazon the hell out of that might save somebody's life, that might help one of your family members. You know what I'm saying? There's that line of that. It's like there's this line when it comes to prepping gifts. It's like you're either like way over here where it has nothing to do with preparedness, it's just keeping them happy, or you're way over here and it's like how to build a bunker, and then there's this space in the middle where it's like I think it's like the true essence of preparedness gift giving, where you want them to be healthy and alive. And those are the kind of gifts that you give. Now, if you're interested in doing that, I do have an Amazon page. You can find it. It's a link in the bio. I think I call it My Store or some shit like that. Go there. Take a look around. It's actually set up for preppers. And then, yeah, you'll be able to get it that way. And if not, then at least you know. Let's see. I have tons of rice and beans working on other foods. Nice. Nice, Anna. Good to go. All right, let's see here. I have tons of liquor. I'll be good. Yeah, I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and kill the YouTube thing. And if you're not part of the Discord, you guys should definitely be in there. Links in the bio. YouTube, my YouTube family. I'm going to hit that outro button, and I will see you guys on the inside.
Watching, and I hope you decide to support the page. If you like what I'm doing, go ahead and hit the link below. If it didn't take you directly to it, you can just hit the support page. That's what it should look like. All you have to do is either hit the Patreon symbol or the join button. Doesn't matter. Just hit it and that'll get you started. It's $3 a month for 30-ish days of work from me. The price of a Starbucks coffee. So until the next time, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.